Hi, and welcome to Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And in this video, we're going to take a look at an article in Giant Freaking Robot where Hayden Christensen discusses his return to the role of Darth Vader slash Anakin Skywalker, I suppose. And it's one of the sort of continuing marketing releases, I suppose, that they keep putting out to drum up interest in the forthcoming show, which is only a few weeks away, 7 weeks away now. So we're going to have a look at this. I'll put myself down in the usual corner and we shall discuss. So here's the article. Hayden Christensen prepared for his Star Wars return in a way fans will have feelings about. This is by Charlene Badassy. Great name, Charlene. Disney's Obi-Wan Kenobi series is just over a month away from release, and anticipation from fans is almost palpable, or palpatinable. And actually it's a bit more than a month, it's 7 weeks, it's getting nearer 2 months than one. Anyway, with any big Star Wars project, the actors are usually sworn to secrecy about things like plot details. But now, Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor have revealed what it was like to step back into their respective roles as Darth Vader and Obi-Wan after almost 2 decades. Good Lord, it has been and all. In a recent interview with Entertainment Weekly, Hayden Christensen said he did something most Star Wars fans can relate to. To prepare for his return to the galaxy far, far away, he binge-watched every Star Wars movie and series he could find. I went back and rewatched all the films, the actor told the publication. And I also got into the animated shows The Clone Wars and Rebels. Ooh, yeah. Some good ones there. Some rubbish, mind. As most Star Wars fans know, the animated shows created by Dave Filoni completed Anakin's story arc in the best way. Yeah, okay. And now that Hayden Christensen is returning for Obi-Wan Kenobi, viewers may get to see them play out in live action. Again, only part of them, because obviously the timeline. Clone Wars was set sort of prior, whereas this is set after Revenge of the Sith, before A New Hope. The Clone Wars are effectively over as this opens. But anyway, you don't know if they're going to start earlier until, of course, you see it. I should stop this. We should move on. We all know what we're talking about. Anyway, speaking about the animated shows, the Star Wars alum described them as interesting. They did a lot with these characters in those shows, he told the publication. He also said there was a lot of cool stuff to learn about. It was great fun getting to go back and re-immerse yourself in the world that just continues to grow and become more and more vast, Hayden Christensen said about preparing for his old role. It may get bigger, doesn't necessarily mean it get better. We can only remember the absolute embarrassingly bad and snore-festy Book of Boba Fett. I mean, seriously, when that race was on with the little scootery things, if anyone had walked into my room and watched me watching that piece of rubbish, I would have felt embarrassed. The 41-year-old will also suit up as the iconic villain in the Rosario Dawson-led Ahsoka, or Ashoka if it's if it's not as good as I hope it is. So, getting to know Anakin as a Jedi Master training a Padawan should help his approach in that series with more historical information. Yeah, and I'm thinking that Ahsoka is possibly one of those that will be good. You get the odd one that's good. There's a lot of rubbish. There's a couple in the middle. Mandalorian, excellent. Book of Boba Fett, rubbish. You know, Ahsoka, man, I'm not sure yet. And this, I still think it'll be a bait and switch. But anyway, Obi-Wan Kenobi begins 10 years after the events of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, as the evil empire rules over the galaxy. Yeah, you see, it's just calling it evil. I'm not entirely sure. I'm kind of on the side of the empire here. Because, yes, okay, there's an emperor, but there's law and order. And ultimately, once you get rid of the empire, it all breaks down, doesn't it? People starve and go hungry. Society breaks down. You know, say what you like about the empire, but they got the trains to run on time. The story will explore how Obi-Wan managed... I would be a Sith, by the way. The story will explore how Obi-Wan managed to stay hidden on Tatooine and how he protected a young Luke from Hayden Christensen's Anakin in the years before A New Hope. The Disney series is directed by Deborah Chow, with Joby Harold serving as showrunner. Yeah, I wonder if they will fix the loop. They went back and did Rogue One to fix a plot hole, namely, oh look, they've left a vent. How do we know about it? Blah 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 blah. Will this attempt to fix the plot hole of, yeah, let's hide him by taking him home to his home planet, to his own family, and not changing his name? Anyway, as previously reported, the Hayden Christensen star is rumoured to bring in some other familiar characters, like Jimmy Smith's Bail Organa and a young Princess Leia. If this proves true, Obi-Wan's most important task in the series will be to rescue the 10-year-old Leia after she gets into some trouble. She's said to be a prisoner at the cantina-like location that will showcase various new and old creatures from the Star Wars galaxy. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of member berries because they're going to have to switch out Anakin. Because you cannot have, in this day and age, especially in Disney creation, a show where the absolute hero is a middle-aged white guy, especially as a middle-aged British white guy. Because we all know in Hollywood the Brits are always the baddies, aren't they? I don't have a problem with that, it's cool. But, you know, being white and middle-aged, being a hero, yeah, I think they might swap him out. I don't think he's going to get a lot of screen time. I think most of the screen time will go to the individual who's seen predominantly in the trailer, because that individual is not male, not middle-aged, and not white. Starring alongside Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor are Joel Edgerton as Owen Lars, a moisture farmer on the desert planet, and the uncle of Luke Skywalker, as well as Bonnie P.S. as Beru Whiteson Lars, Owen's wife and Luke's aunt, Song Kang, Moses Ingram, Kamal Nanjiani, Indira Varma, Rupert Friend, Rupert Friend, he was in Homeland, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Simon Kessel, Benny Safdie and Maya Erskine will also appear in the series. The highly anticipated Star Wars series, starring Hayden Christensen as an evil Anakin Skywalker. No, he isn't. He's Darth Vader. He's not evil. Is scheduled to premiere with 2 episodes on May the 27th. This is so that they can get 2 episodes out quick, double quick, get people to watch both of them, so they can say that the second episode probably didn't fall as much as they was hoping. And, you know, get it out on a Friday night and then say, oh, well, it was a Friday night, not many people are out, you know, all people are out watching, you know, people are out, not many people watching, because they think it's going to suck. That's why they're putting 2 out and they're putting it on a Friday. They're gaslighting already because they think it's going to have a crash and burn effect. Because they put it out on the Wednesday when it was planned, a single episode. They knew the following Wednesday it would probably lose 50 to 60% of its viewers. That's how I feel, because I think it's a bait and switch. Anyway, enough of that. I shall come up and we shall round off. As an actor, you need to prepare for a role. And if, for Hayden Christensen, Star Wars has not been something that he has watched religiously, for the want of a better word, then it's entirely possible that over 20 years, his understanding of the role will have changed. But also the fact that as he was playing Anakin as a young man, his interpretation of the character would be very, very different from that of Vader as a middle-aged man. And so I think it's right that he has gone back and rewatched just to get the character right. Because obviously he cannot come back now in his 40s and play a 20-year-old, and he cannot come back to play Anakin as he would have played... Oh, sorry, he can't come back to play Vader as he would have played Anakin. So times change. And, you know, an actor, you need to prepare. You need to look at the motivation. You need to look at, you know, why this happens. Sometimes you have to invent your own backstory. It's one of these things, you know, you could even have a minor part, but you're supposed to do something. So you have to build up in your mind a picture of why this character would do that. And so, yeah, I mean, actors build backstories even to minor characters so that they can find the motivation within them. I go, yeah, I can see now. I can see because of this, this, and this. That's why he does this action. So that when he does it, it appears perfectly normal and natural. Because to that character, it would be normal and natural. So yeah, going back and watching like that, I think is good. I mean, I don't. My reservations about this show are the bait and switch aspect. We know that every actor concerned can act very well. There's no bad actors on this. If they get the special effects right, it will be visually good. The problem they've got is, will it be an Obi-Wan show? And for that, he's got to be the primary focus of the story at all times. Sure, you can shoot off and have like a side over there or something over there, but effectively it's got to be Anakin 60% of the time. And if it isn't, then it will feel like it's not his show. That's my big concern. That said, I am actually looking forward to it, and I am optimistic to a point. I want it to be good. I hope it is good. But it's Disney. It's modern day Disney. You can't say it's going to be. And as I mentioned earlier, it's coming out on the same day as Stranger Things. And my mind is made up. I will be watching the first half of the series of Stranger Things and then coming to Anakin afterwards. And I'm sure a lot of people will. It'd be interesting to see the viewership figures, because I think Stranger Things will win this battle. But anyway, I shall draw a close there. If you like what you hear and see on the channel, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notifications of future output. Leave a like, leave a comment, and until next time, stay safe, stay well, and goodbye.